Last time on Unbeatable.
You can see at this point, Magmar gets like this awful evil grin on its face.
Ew.
Another flamethrower down on Gerber, who once again is not having that agility that he needs in order to get out of like the way. And at that point, the flamethrower across. And at this point, as you're watching, this flamethrower is much hotter than anything you've seen come out of a Magmar versus a Magmortar.
Welcome to the Indigo League, where trainers grow and bond with their Pokemon to become the very best and prove themselves unbeatable.
We are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fall, because we are unbeatable.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon, and thank you so much for joining us today on today's episode of Unbeatable. Today, our trainers are going to be doing their... Oh my god, you're wearing a gym leader shirt. That's great, because we're going to be doing our gym challenge today for the Cinnabar gym badge. And god, I hope you guys do well, because I don't want to be on this island anymore. I want to be in the city.
I want to be where the
city
people
is.
Or the people, you know.
Fair enough.
So, really quickly, just setting the stage and reminding each of you where we are. Currently, it is middle of the morning. We are standing on the south side of Cinnabar Island in this rocky, sandy pit that it seems that Brand has set up on this island, giving you guys a proper arena to be able to fight. Your friend Vermilion has just done their challenge with their Scyther, Gerber, going up against a Magmar that you guys had seen the previous day. Scyther! With that, Brand has looked at the three of you and goes, "All right, so which one of you are up next?"
I think that'd be me.
All right, then get on the other side of there.
Old man.
Woo.
All right, you're pushing your luck. You're pushing your luck. Get over there.
I'm just trying to bring the let's go.
Yeah, it's a weird energy. You're starting this battle on it. You want to go again? I'll give you another one.
Yeah, I'm up next, and you better be ready for a fight.
Now this guy sounds like a trainer. All right, get over there. I love that we did a take again in game. That's great. Gavin, you walk over, and as you go by, Vermilion kind of like holds out like a tiny hand for like a high five.
I go all in. I have
And
to.
then-
I've only got a D4.
All right, that was thanks. I appreciate that. Anyway, do good.
Thank you. You did great.
If I got this, you guys got this. Yeah, I think I did a good job. Okay.
I'm a bit
Good
weird
luck,
about the
Gavin.
terrain, but yeah, let's go.
Well, you're not using Bugle, are you?
Of course I'm using Bugle.
Okay. And they walk off. Shut up, man.
no.
We're in Discord, so I couldn't do the I couldn't do
no.
the
Sound
little
effects.
sound up forward thing.
Oh god.
But they give you like a trying to be confident look, but you can immediately tell that they are worried at your chances with Bugle specifically.
Well, don't make me second guess myself.
But you're walking up. You have until you walk up to that podium or the little marked out square of dirt to decide who you're battling with.
Ugh.
The one-on-one. What are you doing?
What are the odds that it starts raining?
That it starts raining? Looking at the sky, very little. Probably without intervention from like a rain dance, probably not.
Really do with a Gyarados storm right now.
You feel a little bit of like mist on your face, and
Yeah.
it's just Myrtle like doing a little fountain.
You know, trying to cool you off.
Right.
Can you get a prep round?
You get a
Make a
whole
little
prep
moat.
round, ask if you can set up a pool for
Make a
us.
moat.
You get all three water types to just spray the field. I mean, that would help all of you guys in your fights, to be honest.
Here's the thing. Between Gibble, Myrtle, and Bowie and Bugle,
You can make
I
a
think
solid moat.
there were so many bees in there.
There
I think we could make a pool.
It's fine. I was like,
Yeah.
with my trainer ability, Swift Swim is, you know, how many dice can I be rolling for speed?
You gotta roll so
Yeah.
many.
I mean, I'm just saying, just toss it on there. If we
right.
need to make a moat, we can do it. It takes seconds.
I mean, I'd love a
You
moat. Just give Bugle any
Ask for it.
goddamn
To
movement.
ask these things, ask
Say
for
it
them.
aloud.
That's what we're trying
Just
to
see
say.
if it'll work.
Line.
See if he'll do it.
Just try.
Any
Oh
chance we
man,
could
give me a moat.
introduce a little water into this sandbox?
Wait, I'm sorry. You're asking if you can do what to the sandbox?
Just have a water element as something, some way.
He's
Is it
not gonna
necessary for
pee
you
in
to
it.
fight?
It for sure wouldn't hurt. Can I roll a charm?
Fuck it, I guess. Go
Was
for
that a
it.
die you held up? It looked like a chip
I
clip.
held up a D4 and I rolled a 4 on it.
Oh, okay. It was just really large.
Fuck
Okay.
it, I guess.
If I hear him say that, I'll say, okay, Gibble, go.
Gibble,
just,
as he just
make a-
starts running.
Do a little, make some shapes.
Make some shapes. He does the whole like a swan dive into the sand and just like a Pac-Man just across the dirt.
Dude can zoom. He has 35. He can move as fast as Bowie
zoomy.
and not even
as he's going
strong.
by, do any of the water types want to start filling the ditch that he's making?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it's the ones with the
Go for
fucking water spout and
The lack of
Hydro pump.
enthusiasm in that, was beautiful.
hey, he's gonna
I'm
help
sitting
you guys
here
out
thinking,
too.
Is it gonna use our pee-pee?
Remember when we said for flavor reasons, if you're using a move, it never uses up the power points.
Thank God. Then yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we use the water
Water gun
spout
that
and
beat.
stuff like that, that's just gonna make more moats, like more divides in the ground.
Between Bowie, Myrtle, and Richter, you can pretty quickly get like a decent, just like central moat going up and down the
It's
middle of the field.
Muddy, sloshy sand. He's like, oh, bro.
It's like a smoothie for him. He just starts drinking it. Just sandy
Ew.
smoothie.
Yep.
Yep, ball. But
Alright,
Gavin,
go
there's a straight moat going now up and down the middle of the field.
That's something to work with. Okay, let's
During
go.
Pride Month, man.
Is
It's
that
gonna be
everything
released
you
in
wanted to
June.
do?
Yep, I think that's good.
I'm expecting a good showing out of you now that we slowed down to do this.
We'll never recover the time in the day. Make it worthwhile, Gavin. You did.
You got this. You got this.
You got this. Vermilion puts a hand up.
Coryne like full steps in front of everyone that's like and is like, you have got this. Okay.
Yep, ball.
See, even Gibble says so.
Underneath Gavin's breath, so no one else can hear, he's like, the giant crowds were very much nerve-wracking last time, but this is worse. Like, this...
All right, go ahead and send out your Pokemon.
Bugle, let's go!
And you toss, and your horsey appears in red light in the little thing, and exactly of the little like trumpet shaped mouth of your horsey, which it can make its own name, but it's cuter when it makes trumpet noises. As it like
Horsey.
it makes little bugle noises. Music, little music. I can't
Little
talk straight today,
music.
guys. I'm
It's
not
so
gonna
cute.
take anything from the top.
It makes
today.
it better.
But as you do that, you see Brand is gonna reach into like one of those like board short pockets that like your arm reaches way too far into, and pulls out his own Pokeball, and he goes, "All right, come on out," and throws his Pokeball. And there's a flash of red light, and a small form starts to appear on the ground in front of him, familiar because all three of you ran into one of these yesterday as the brownish red fur of a Vulpix appears in front of Brand. And it looks around and then looks a little confused and looks back at him and just kind of like its tongue is kind of hanging out of its mouth the wrong direction. And just kind of like looks at him and goes, Vulpix! And looks back at the rest of you guys.
What's its
This is a
nature?
droopy Vulpix.
It's a quirky Vulpix.
It's so cute.
Just a little quirky. It's not like other Vulpix.
And it looks at Bugle, and Bugle just goes, and he goes, Vulpix! And they're just talking to each other on the field, having a good little
I
time.
love it.
Hey, Bugle, head in the game.
How's your day going? I just got captured yesterday. Me too. That's crazy.
Exactly. That's almost verbatim
been
the
one day.
conversation they're having right now. All right. You ready to get started?
Let's go.
All right. Wait, kid, count us out.
3, 2, is it 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2? What would you prefer?
Your preference.
Ready, go.
Oh shit! Vulpix, go! All right, let's go ahead and roll speed die.
Every part of this gym experience, getting to the island, everything since, it's been the worst. Gavin's hated every minute of this.
Literally
Been
the
incredible.
worst.
Hey, well, we'll put this one day behind us.
Okay, Vulpix actually
That's-
rolled really well. Okay, what did Bugle get?
That is an 18 and a 3 on the dice for a total of 21 plus 2 is 20.
Wait, your D20 was the 18?
Yes.
Okay, because I was like, Horsey ain't got no 18 no more. What are you talking about? We changed
The 3
things.
was horsey.
Oh, this I think is actually really important to tell the audience. So, audience, we're gonna put an article about this out on the Patreon if you enjoy watching. If it's not already out, it actually might already be out because this is airing well in the future. But recently we changed how Pokemon stat dice are decided, so you might hear a lot lower numbers than you're used to hearing because we changed
Or just
a
average
couple of
numbers
things.
for me. But
Yeah,
you
just
know.
average numbers for Matt. So what was Bugle's overall number?
23.
Okay, well, with a 23, as you both call out to your Pokemon, you are a little bit more aware of the kind of weird bullshit that Seth does sometimes, and you were ready for this call. So as Seth is like, go, you're already on the call. What are you calling out to Bugle?
Bugle, what a gun!
Okay, starts with a water gun. Bugle immediately starts spraying water. Go ahead and make that special attack roll. I'll roll special defense.
Let's go.
Oh, exploded.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
I only exploded once. So that is a 12. 12 total.
I have
Wait, no,
a
hang on.
17. You do not hit with the water
8
gun,
plus-
unfortunately.
Oh my god.
What? It was actually a 13, but still.
So I rolled an 8 plus 6 because it's a D8, and I exploded the D8 plus 6, and then it's a rank 3, so it's gonna be 17.
Shout out to us saying you're gonna see much lower numbers.
much lower numbers. Immediately
That was
17.
that was a what did it roll,
Full of
sorry?
It rolled an 8, and then I exploded that 8 into a 6, so that's 14, plus 3 from its rank, that's 17.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's got a D8 for special defense.
You just hear Coryne, you got this!
And I don't know how deep the trench we dug is. But
I'm gonna say
Horsey's
it's 5 foot.
Horsey's,
I'm gonna say it's
well,
5
Horsey's only a foot tall, so Horsey's gonna dive into the
Gibble's
water.
got a little
Dive
got a
into the
little
water.
big old stomach of sand.
just immediately a stomach of sand. Yeah, so Bugle, as it sprays out this water, you see the Vulpix go Vulpix and just like log onto the side and roll out of the way of it. Bugle not even waiting for the move to hit, diving down into the water. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Okay, sounds good. Getting into Vulpix's turn, Vulpix is gonna go over to the edge of the water, and I think we're gonna start with how aggressive is this? It's not very aggressive. It's a quirky little guy. So it's gonna look down into the water and see Bugle kind of like swimming around down there because it's all fresh, brand new water that you've just put in. It's not like mossy or like it doesn't have that natural stank to water that's been sitting anywhere. And it's just gonna go just like looking down into the moat. It's gonna cause a confuse ray to go out from it. So let's go ahead and roll. You're gonna roll HP. I'm gonna roll special attack.
Definitely gonna hit. Oh, I exploded. Only one.
D4s, man, way more likely that it's gonna hit, or D6s, whatever.
That is no, it's a D4. That's a 6 plus 2 is. Oh, sorry, 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8.
8. Okay. That is going to be exactly what I rolled, and I believe we have the meets it beats it clause in this game, if I remember correctly. That's we've decided on meets it
Yes.
beats it. Okay, so the confuse rate is going to hit. Burrty, go ahead and roll me a D4.
4.
4. Okay.
Explodes, so 5.
No. You
Unless
don't need to
I-
explode
okay,
this.
no,
This is you're just rolling a D4. You're going to be confused for 4 turns, is what that's going to be.
Oh my
So
god.
with the confusion
Yeah, don't explode
rules-
that.
No, you don't. Also, there's no such thing as exploding on that. That would suck ass if you could explode the number of
Don't
turns.
explode that.
But that just means that each turn there's a 30% chance, so a 1 through 3 on a D10% chance that Bugle is going to ignore orders and
Okay.
accidentally strike themselves. But yeah, Vulpix looks down and you see this like kind of like spectral rainbow beam kind of pour out from Vulpix's mouth, and immediately under the water, Bugle's is down there underwater.
Weird sounding jazz.
That is going to be Vulpix's turn. We get to the bottom of the round. Back up to priority phase. I don't think either of us have any priority moves. So we'll go do Bugle's turn.
Do I have to roll before or after I command?
You roll. I believe you roll at the top of each turn. Let me double check. Yeah, at the top of each turn, you roll to see whether or not they'll be able to take orders this turn.
What am I rolling?
D10, and it's a 1 through 3 will be confused.
5.
5. Okay. Bugle is not confused this round. You're able to give her orders easily enough.
All right.
Nice.
Bugle, let's muddy those waters. Smoke screen.
Oh, you're gonna smoke screen into the water?
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that doesn't require any sort of roll or anything. You just immediately, and the like inky smoke screen comes out from Bugle's mouth and just starts to fill the entirety of the watery ditch that's there, turning it like inky black. It is now impossible to see Bugle, and almost impossible for Bugle to see outward.
Yeah, if Bugle's gonna be like at a disadvantage with this confusion, then I want her to be harder to hit.
Yeah, exactly. And
Nice.
you'll be able to negate your own heavy obscurement just by getting out of the water, which is a really good way to use that smoke screen. Okay, yeah, 100%. That's going to be Bugle's turn. Bugle's going to stay under the water then?
Yeah, in the heavy obscurement.
Okay. Everything that I have is to hit. So, okay, let's see here.
Yeah, jump in the water.
Vulpix is not jumping
in the
in
water.
water. It is a water type.
It's a water type?
It's a fire type. I'm going to end the show. We're canceling the show.
No,
It's
don't do
over.
it.
It's done. We're giving
You're
up.
welcome,
Guys, I won the battle. I beat the
Aaron
dungeon
was
master.
beatable.
We're done. The professor says no.
I beat the professor.
Okay. So I believe, if I remember correctly, we decided heavy obscurement is a flat -3 to rolls. So I guess I'm just gonna try and will-o-wisp down into the water and see if we can get you. As Vulpix is gonna look down and release little bolts of purple flame that enter the water and start sizzling before dissipating as they start to head down there. Let's see here. I only have that. Okay, go ahead and roll your HP die. And I have to take a -3, so I basically am just not adding my rank.
Yeah, keep that rank to yourself.
9.
9, that you are going to absolutely avoid it. What does it look like? I guess the rest of us wouldn't even see, but what is Bugle experiencing as she's avoiding the will-o-wisps?
I guess Bugle's in the heavy obscurement, so everything just looks dark to her right now. But in that darkness, she just sees these points of light, and as there's very little else to focus on, she just spins in the water and just outmaneuvers all of them.
All right, it's going to go back up to Bugle's turn. What you doing?
Bugle, I'm gonna see if she's obeying me. Shoot, that's a 4. He's gonna poke her head out real quick and water gun.
Okay, go for it. This time I did not explode.
Okay, let's go. That is a 9 to hit.
Okay, that I have a 10 because I have a 7 + 3, so that is also not going to hit. As the water gun, Bugle is firing and firing and firing, but this little Vulpix, while it can't see you, is real wily to hit, and the little tongue is just lolling out, just like Vulpix.
It won't stay
rolls over
still.
the side again. Yeah, as these two people are whiffing on each other.
And then just ducks back
okay.
into the water, I guess.
Just trotting
Ducks back
around
in
in
the
the
water.
circle.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna professor rule that this move will not work the way that I would like it to, because I do have an area move, but it makes no sense for this to work underwater. So I'm ruling against myself. Fire spin will not work underwater. I don't think that would make any sense. Does this seem like a fair call from the rest of
What's
the
the
players?
range
I
on
wanna make sure
fire
I'm
spin?
doing- Oh, it's 6 squares.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fire spin stays on the Pokemon?
Fire
burns
spin, yeah, creates a spiral of fire that goes around the Pokemon
It
for
could
1d4
be
plus
like
1 turns.
half as effective.
It already only does
So-
one minor wound.
I think
Okay,
I think
and
if
I'm
it
also
does
resistant.
hit, it's like that type of fire that like no you said the will-o-wisp was still burning in the water.
Yeah.
It's hot enough fire.
So
if
you're
it
trying to
does
argue that it should work against Pokemon underwater.
I mean it's obscured, so like the chance of it hitting I think is very minimal, and it's
No, it's
water.
an area
We're
but,
of
like,
setting
so it wouldn't
precedence
have.
right now for the whole
A
game.
precedent, yeah.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
no,
is
Yeah.
I get that. No, I
Yeah.
totally get that. I'm just saying like anime,
anime.
fire burns in water
I-
sometimes,
Okay.
but
I
if you don't
think
want
I
it,
what
it's
do you
fine.
think?
I think I agree. I think anime rules, and I think that
Only
because I just
know
got a
if
fire
I
type.
used it, if I used it, I would want my fire to burn underwater. That's
Okay. Burrty,
how
what do you
I
think?
would want it to happen.
Oh,
I
here,
agree
I'll-
that
I'll
fire
bring
should
it.
burn in the water. I think
Okay.
it should be dampened.
Okay. Well, we already have for moves that hit is already minimum of 1 minor wound across the board, even with reductions. So it can't be reduced basically at all, because it already only deals 1 minor wound in general.
Okay. But yeah, like,
Okay.
so if I can give my decision some context, rainy dance,
Yeah.
the rain dance weakens
That's
fire
true.
things, so the presence of water would weaken fire.
Rain in general as a ruling does weaken fire type moves. Okay, I will. Audience, remember, this call was made by my players, not by me. We've set a precedent. Fire moves work, but
So
will
when
be
this
underwater
fucks
will be under the
over
effect of
Kenna's
rain.
Vulpix, we are to
Stop!
blame.
All
No,
I'm saying is
but
this
can
moat's
we-
going to
I
be around
mean-
the whole battle. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, the whole dampening thing, wouldn't it be just like you reduce it
By a
half
minor
to
wound.
a minimum of 1?
Yeah. So.
by
so-
a minor wound.
Yeah. Yeah. The water type
But,
moves
okay,
in
so-
rain are reduced by 1 minor wound.
Are we gonna have it to where moves that get reduced, they can be reduced to do nothing, or is it they can be
No,
reduced
that
down
is
to
the
1
precedent
minor
we've
wound?
already set. Is it's minimum 1 minor wound if they hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it can't
Got it.
go any lower.
cannot
than
go lower
1
than
minor
1.
wound. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be at that.
I like
I'm gonna
it.
leave
I
this
like it.
whole rules talk in the episode so that the audience knows exactly how our brain works. Because again, the whole point of this campaign is we're play testing a system.
Yeah.
And if you
Unbeatable.
disagree with us,
Water is
post those
not gonna
comments.
extinguish
Give
a
us that interaction. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, give us some better ideas.
Even if you're just on the Spotify version, which apparently you can leave comments on Spotify, which is a weird thing. Anyway,
That's still
because of that ruling, Vulpix is going to breathe down a fire spin into the what's it called? Into the ditch itself, sending out this like swirling fire that immediately hits the water, starts to sizzle, and is immediately weakened as it starts to dissipate around. With that, go ahead and roll. This is a special move, so go ahead and roll your special defense.
Thank God, stop making me roll my HP die. Explode.
HP.
HP.
I actually did pronounce that wrong. It's HP. Okay, that's 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 2 is 17.
Yeah,
Sorry, 15.
you take it. Fire spin is not gonna hit you. That's fine. Okay, I pass it. Yeah, you are easily enough in your element. Brand looks and just starts like,
Bugle's got
He's
5
just, like,
feet
sitting
of
I'm kind of
obscurement,
regretting doing
and
that.
Yeah.
she's just all over the place in that 5 feet of obscurement. She's just zipping and darting around.
that's 5 squares. That's 25 feet.
5 squares?
Swimming around at
Yeah.
the speed
Oh my God,
of
it is 5 squares. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
yeah. It's
all over the place.
it's a big deal. Okay, so with that, it's gonna go back to Bugle's turn.
In that case, she's going to jump out of the water wherever she is and hit a water gun.
Okay, you're gonna go for another water gun. How many of those water guns you got
gotta
left?
hit 1.
Oh,
Gotta
so I've
hit
used
1.
2, so I've got
Okay.
6 left.
Okay, sounds good.
So this
We
would
gotta
be
check for
this would be
confusion.
my third. So I'm on 5 left. Come on, explode. Let's go.
Oh, I should
How many
roll
more
my
turns,
special
turns
defense.
of confusion are left?
There's gonna be
Oh,
one
right.
more turn of confusion.
Okay.
7 on the confusion.
Nice.
So that is 8, 5, so it's 15.
15. Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and hit.
Thank Christ. Okay, so that is going to be 2 basic wounds,
Arceus.
stab
minor wounds.
bonus. So yeah, 2 minor wounds, stab bonus, mystic
Okay.
water, and I believe Vulpix is vulnerable.
Yes. So, as it hits, what's it look like as you blast this Vulpix fully in the face with a water gun?
So Vulpix like spins in the water and dives out Free Willy style, and then in the air hits that water gun. Just I don't want to make the sound, but like a big newt. Just a
give me a
big
big
newt.
newt. Give me a big newt,
Kenna.
Matt.
Kenna, give me a big. Oh, okay.
One of the two of you give me a
Kenna's
big
been doing the
newt.
newts,
I got it. Nerd!
Okay, that'll work. That'll work.
and that hits a big stream of water that takes Vulpix right in the flank.
And just as you deal 1 major and 2 minor wounds to this Vulpix. Okay, yeah, 100%. Anything else that Bugle's doing on their turn?
Then, as I've got 25 feet of leeway within this trench, she's gonna move 3 squares towards Brand.
Okay. So as you start to like play with you have the confidence of the water gun has just hit. You have this moment where Bugle has finally gotten Vulpix and is like going through the smoke screen, trying to move around. You realize, oh no, the smoke screen just started clearing up, and Bugle can be easily seen under the water as we're going into Vulpix's turn. Vulpix can now see Bugle, and I believe Bugle has gone through 3 turns of confusion, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so that means Bugle's technically still confused and has a status condition. So now having clear line of sight on it, Vulpix is going to go ahead and kind of like back up and go and start to charge up like Super Saiyan style as you see the fur start to ripple and like black gray energy start to come off the top. Go ahead and roll me a special defense roll.
What the heck is going on there?
Dead.
I expect.
Special beam cannon.
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and there's always a possibility. So with that, as the Vulpix looks at Bugle, and Bugle's still like going north, retreating away from the Vulpix, you see that Bugle is suddenly going to also be coated in that like black gray energy, and it just kind of all compresses all at once as you're gonna go ahead and get hit by Hex. The spell, not Hex, our friend of the Shazam podcast. But Hex,
the move, not the
move,
spell.
it normally would deal 2 minor wounds. However, because you are currently affected by a status condition, it's going to deal a major and a minor as the Hex fully hits Bugle. Okay. With that, it's going to go ahead and pass back to your turn.
Okay. And that was ranged, right? That wasn't.
That was ranged. Yeah.
Ooh. Let's muddy that water again. Smoke screen.
Okay, absolutely. Once again, the entirety of the moat immediately fills with smoke screen with the range of the ability. It all goes black immediately.
Now you're no longer
Go ahead and roll that d4 for how many rounds it's going to last.
3.
3. Okay. Did you roll for confusion actually at the top of this? Because this would have been your last turn of confusion.
5.
Okay. You were not confused. Your confusion goes away. You are no longer affected by a status condition.
Let's go.
Let's see here. The Vulpix is going to go ahead and take its turn to send another fire spin into the water, of course, which will have its reduction and everything. Because I realize I actually can reduce it because it is a stab move, so the initial hit will be reduced. It's going to send the fire spin in. Heavy obscurement, that's a 2. No matter what you roll, you're going to get above
I rolled
that.
a 5.
So with that, Vulpix sends in the fire spin, but it's just not doing anything, and it goes back to Bugle's turn.
Okay, and again, Free Willy, big old newt of water.
Okay, go for it.
And I don't have to, I'm not confused anymore, so.
Yep.
Come on. Okay, that's an 8.
That's an 8. I have a 9, 6 plus 3. So you're going to go ahead and miss with that water gun as you go through and poof, once again land in the water. Are you going to move at all during this time?
Yeah, I'll move to a random spot.
Okay. Vulpix is going to use... Vulpix is really running low on a lot of abilities. Going to send a Will-O-Wisp into the water. Oh, shit. Okay. Go ahead and roll your HP die as well.
Do 5.
5. 7. You are burned by Will-O-Wisp. As Bugle is going through, you hear a bugle of pain from down in the water. As the Will-O-Wisp is going to connect, at the end of each turn, you're going to go ahead and take 1 minor wound. So there's now a clock on this fight for as long as that's going to go. As long as you can stay from getting hit, you can stretch this for a while, but there's a clock on this fight now. At the end of the round, because that was Vulpix's turn, you're going to go ahead and take that minor wound from Bugle.
Yep.
Okay. Bugle's turn.
2 turns left on
the smoke screen.
on the smoke screen. Find water gun again. Not much else I can do. Just gonna jump out of the water, hit with that water gun.
Okay, go for
I
it.
don't have any means of making myself more accurate or anything like that, so 9.
That is gonna beat my 6. You're gonna go ahead and hit with that. That's gonna deal another 5 minor wounds. Popping that up, that is gonna put you
10.
at 3 major and a minor.
Okay. So I need one more
this one. You need to
solid hit.
connect one more time on Vulpix.
I'm assuming he doesn't have super high friendship because when he caught it today.
No, yeah, this was caught very recently. This Pokemon does not have high friendship.
Unlike your Pokemon that was caught very recently that has maxed
That
out
has
friendship, I guess,
insane
now in
friendship.
like a day.
Hey,
Insane
listen.
amount of friendship.
Gavin's a great friend.
Gavin is a great friend. Okay, we're going into Vulpix's turn.
And then random spot again.
Yeah, random spot again.
Has that been helping at all?
That's meaning to where I've been rolling to see whether or not Vulpix would get in your general area, but the moat is
Okay.
only so big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a low chance that it would miss. If this were a bigger area other than a moat, it would probably matter quite a bit more. Let's see here. So I'm down to 1 use of every single one of Vulpix's moves. Vulpix is down to 1 of everything.
I'm gonna have Vulpix struggling by the end of this.
What are we willing to waste on a turn? Let's see here. You know what?
Vulpix
I'm
gets in
gonna
the water
do?
and splashes like a
I'm
magic
gonna
dog.
show off the fact that this game uses things that aren't moves. I keep forgetting that there are other commands than use a move. I am going to I'm gonna go ahead and use the command dodge for Vulpix. Yeah, now that we've gotten a burn on you, Brandon's gonna go, all right, Vulpix, just stay out of range. Dodge it. And as it does that, it's gonna go ahead and keep an eye out for getting hit, and it's gonna end the round, meaning that you are gonna go ahead and take another minor wound.
Yep. That's 2
Okay.
mages.
Okay, and that's gonna be your turn.
A cone attack. What does that mean in terms of the dice that are rolled?
It's just like every other special or physical move. The dice
So it
that are
doesn't make
rolled
it any
means it
more
can
likely
hit
to
more.
hit. It just means I can
no,
hit
it doesn't
more
make it
things.
more likely to hit. It just hits more things.
All right. Okay, so there's 10 wounds on the board. But an
You gotta
area
hit it for
effect. What do
2
I do?
more minor.
So what's with what happens with an area effect?
The reason I brought up area effect earlier was because when I was having it roll for random directions for targeting, that's what I was giving you a higher chance with an area thing versus a single target.
But either way, it's going to be a special attack versus special.
Otherwise, it's going to be a special versus special.
Okay. Then again, there really isn't a lot of reason to do anything but water gun.
Okay, go for it.
Jumping up.
You're
big
on
old
your
knee.
second badge and you have a type advantage. Spam that move.
Yeah.
That is the Pokemon experience.
Heck yeah.
That is a 7 on the die plus 2 is 9.
7 on the die plus 2 is 9. Let me go ahead and roll my special defense die twice because I took the dodge. Oh, that's a shit roll. That's slightly better. What was your total?
9.
That is still going to hit versus my 7.
Let's go. 5
Let's
wounds.
fucking go. 5 wounds. What does that look like as you take out the Vulpix?
Your foe's weak. Bugle, get her. And Bugle shoots out of the water. I'm pretty sure Smokescreen ends at this point, so the water becomes crystal clear as Bugle
That's fucking
shoots
dope.
out of the water, and just goes.
It sprays water.
Nice.
And the Vulpix is like, kind of like, oh, that's nice. Like, its quirky nature, forgetting that
A
it's supposed to be
rainbow
dodging the
appears
moment, and
in
just
the sun.
takes out the Vulpix and it goes flying.
Dang.
It goes tumbling through the sand. And Brain goes, and he takes out the Pokeball and returns Vulpix, and Vulpix disappears. All right, probably shouldn't have let you set up with the moat, but good job.
Bugle, stop, drop, and roll.
Bugle immediately. You can see now that like the blue scales are kind of like pinkish in places where the burns have happened. Bugle and Bran goes, here, and he pulls a Rossberry out of his pocket and tosses it to you.
Bran, do you want us to fill the moat then if you don't want it?
Nah, I already let one of you have it. I'll let all 3 of you have it.
Okay.
I'm not a dick like
Thank you so
that.
much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I catch the raspberry and I put it in Bugle's snout.
And Bugle sucks it up, turning it into almost like a jelly before they suck it up. But as Bran looks, he goes, all right, I'll get you your badge when we get back to the shack.
Oh, but I got a handshake. But thanks for the match. Good match.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll give you a handshake when I give you a badge.
It's not been a great gym experience.
The fact that it's like, oh, we'll do it later. Oh, what about this? We'll do it later. It's like,
We'll
oh, what
do
about
it
this?
later.
I'll give you the berry now, though. That's fine.
Not
Well,
been
because
a
the
great
berry is
gym
like, the
experience.
Pokemon is in pain, you know?
That's important. Yeah.
I
that's
agree,
funny.
it's not funny.
All right,
you're
who's
gonna give
next?
this gym like a 1 on Yelp.
I am.
Don't go
I'm doing
to
it.
this gym.
I'm doing it right now.
You doing it right
on-
now? Like you pull
yeah,
out
I'm
your,
on
your
my
Pokédex
Pokédex.
immediately? Yeah, just like,
Shit.
what the fuck?
Take a picture of just your empty hand being like, gym leader refuses to shake opponent's hand after they lose? Wow, crazy.
Smear campaign against Brand.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Corinne
which
just
one of
like
you guys
takes
is
the
up?
phone that she recorded on and like holds it
I
up in the
think
air,
it's gonna
like,
be me.
no.
I think it'll be me. I'm up next.
All right, get over there, Wake Kid.
Okay, Bowie. Let's go. Gibble. Cheer us on. Sail. Also cheer us on.
Gibble. Gibble. Spearow. Like both of them are just
Cool.
having
Thanks,
little,
guys.
little cheer squad. Myrtle, of course, is like Squirtle, Squirtle, Squirtle,
yeah.
being ready to go.
Okay,
Got
Bowie,
2
let's
palm
make some
leaves.
waves.
Let's make some waves. All right, let's get this done. You're sitting out
okay.
in Totodile.
Yes, I am.
All right, come on out, Slugma. And he's gonna toss a ball into the air, and immediately that flash of red light, there's gonna be this slug made of lava that immediately starts to like irradiate the sand around it with like hot energy, causing the little bit of water in the ground to like sizzle and steam and burst.
Gross.
Bowie and I both kind of have the same like cringe type of response to that, and we're like, oh. And I looked at Bowie, I'm like,
Big hot bogey.
next time we'll go first, and maybe that'll be better. Okay. Let's go. Do I still get to count it in or no?
No, we're gonna have them.
Gibble, count it in.
Fuck it, why not? Gibble count it in. Richter goes, yeah, well, yeah, and then gives you the 1, 2, 3 count.
Yeah, let's go.
Bran doesn't even like try and get Slugma to go first because this thing's so fucking slow.
Well, let me roll my
We're
speed
still
die
gonna
because
roll
it's
the speed
it's
die,
bigger
but
now.
He's not making the call out. Okay.
Yeah,
Potential that you could do worse than I did.
I know. That's what I'm scared of.
Rand's really doing
so
everything he
that-
can to make this experience not special.
Yeah,
Like-
you're not.
I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time. I got to call the last battle. My Pokemon got to call this one. I'm good. That's 7.
You beat me by 1.
That's not impressive.
All right.
Okay.
What is
And I'm
your
very
opening
confident just because of how Pokemon are, and especially because of how Slugma is. I'm not going to be able to freeze a thing of lava, so I'm not even going to try that tactic of an ice
I'll
thing.
tell you right now, there is a specific ability that certain Pokemon have access to that stop it from being frozen. You don't
Yeah.
know whether or not this Slugma has that ability, but that is one of the 3 abilities that Slugma can have is Magma Armor.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try it. Well, I think just in general, Fire-type Pokemon can't be frozen, right?
No, fire types can be frozen. Charizard's been
Can they?
frozen. Magmar's been frozen.
Oh, never mind. They have to be hit by a Fire-type to unfreeze them.
That's what it is.
Or
yeah.
like something.
If a fire
that
type
will
move
do
is
that.
used on them, then they are unfrozen immediately.
Or if they use a Fire-type move without
No,
unfreeze them?
if it's used on them, because they can't use moves while they're frozen.
You're right.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to have. How far apart are we currently?
30 foot is the standard distance to start off with.
Cool. Okay. I will go ahead and have Bowie kick things off and kind of strafe to the side and open up with a water gun.
Open
and
up
see
with
how
water
that
gun.
goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. For the note, I think we talked about this in the last episode. I fed him my normal special attack
Okay,
meal
sounds
that
good.
I prepped for him.
Which means you're going to be rolling insane for your special attack moves.
No, it's gonna be super low because it's me. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still low. My ability thing made it higher. So that was a 2 on the D8, a 10, and then a 3. So that's 15.
15 is much better than my 8. So you're gonna go
I
ahead.
was so
you're
close
gonna go
from
ahead and hit with your water.
doing
You're
the
so close
doing
to a
the
crit.
thing. That never happens for me. Okay. So that's gonna be 2 minor wounds,
Okay.
plus the Mystic Water,
Okay.
plus the weakness. So a
4.
major and 1 minor.
Okay. Damn. Did you add stab to that as well?
Yeah, because it was 2 plus the stab,
Okay.
and then the Mystic Water.
Plus
And then the
Mystic
resistance. So
Weakness.
sorry.
There you go. I was
1
like, your
major.
water gun should be doing the exact same to all fire
My
types right now.
bad. I forgot.
Okay, yeah, you absolutely get that started. What does that look like as you start off with a water gun?
Yeah, so I think Bowie's going to, as he is like running with his like hands out like a Naruto run, is going to start up a water gun that's going to kind of hit the ground first to kind of propel him forward a little bit to help him strafe, and then it kind of just swipes across and slashes across Slugma as it hits.
As it strafes the water across Slugma, Slugma is immediately going to take it, and you hear the water sizzle
I
across
guess
its
see like
body.
a sick little steam waterfall.
Sick
or
little
a
steam
rainbow.
cloud. It's going to be like Attack on Titan, where it's just like, all the steam
Yeah.
clouds. But dude, I hate that show.
I know. I was gonna say, but
I
less
hate that
Attack on
show.
Titan.
I hate Attack on Titan so much. I'm
It's
sorry,
steam vents
internet.
from Magic the Gathering.
But as it hits up the side of Slugma, let's see here. That was a special move. Very sag. As it does that, though, he's gonna go. All right, Slugma, time for a nap. He's going to say out loud. And as that happens, go ahead and roll Bowie's HP die. As I get to roll the D10 for Slugma's
Sleep? Are you doing yawn?
I don't know, man. Go ahead and roll your HP die.
Imagine.
I
HP,
rolled
okay.
so good.
Stop.
I rolled so good.
Stop.
Okay. It's not the best, but it's an 8.
I got 12. So you are going to be affected by yawn as Slugma goes and gives a giant
How dare
yawn.
you?
Yeah, I just set you up. I got 2 of you. 2 of you are yawning right now.
That's rude. That's
That's
rude.
awesome.
It's not going to
Let's
affect
back
me,
you.
just like it's not
It's
going to affect
7 minutes to
Bowie.
midnight where I am.
That's-
Okay, give me a
that's true.
break.
That's valid. That's so valid, you English person. Yeah, so at the beginning of Slugma's next turn, Bowie will fall asleep.
Okay.
Straight up, letting you know there is
Got
there is nothing from this point that you can do to avoid that. So
How long does he fall asleep for? Do I have to keep rolling to try and wake
sleep
up?
is you roll every turn to see if you can wake back up.
Gotcha.
So with that, that is going to be Slugma's turn, and that's going to be the end of the round. Yes, Burrty.
Okay.
There is a mechanic, I don't know if it's present in all Pokemon games, but it's definitely present in Scarlet and Violet, where if your friendship is high enough, they can wake themselves up.
Yeah, we haven't put that into this game.
Okay.
We haven't put that
Okay.
into this game.
And
Okay.
if me burn friendship.
You tried.
You tried. You tried for him. You tried.
I appreciate it.
Matt, it is now Bowie's turn, and you can see Bowie immediately, like as he's like running from his water gun, you can see he immediately just starts stumbling from being busy.
Okay. All right. Was not expecting that, buddy. So, let's go ahead and Can Bowie breathe underwater?
Yes.
Or like at least exist?
Yes. Fully yes.
I want to risk it. I want to risk it.
Falling asleep underwater, then you're stuck down there for a while. Who knows?
I know, yeah, but you can't hit me as much, I think.
Maybe.
No, we're not a coward. So, Bowie, let's try and
How dare
get
you
as much as
say
we can.
that about your friends.
The other thing
You
couldn't happen.
can't
You didn't have
walk.
legs. Yeah, it's not cowardice. That's just a physical difference.
That's fair.
Okay, Bowie, let's just try and get at it. And I'm just gonna have him run towards Slugma and try and hit with a crunch. So at
With
least
a
the flinch
crunch?
can,
All right. You
can try and
immediately run up, go for the crunch. Go ahead and roll your physical attack die. I'll roll my
Okay.
fucking D4 physical defense die. No. No.
What'd you get?
I got a 3.
I got
No, sorry, 4.
Uh,
That's my lowest I can roll is 4.
I got a 7.
Yeah.
Roll.
So you're
I
gonna go
rolled a
ahead and hit
4
with the crunch.
and then got.
Let's roll to see whether or not the flinch happens.
Yeah. It also may lower the special. Wait,
You're gonna crunch?
I think it. Yeah, it's the thing didn't change on this.
Let me double check.
On the sheet.
I can pull up.
It
Crunch.
says it uses the sharp fangs and then it may lower the defense size by 1. But
I'll
I know
pull
it
up crunch for you
flinches
right
normal.
now. Crunch.
Does it flinch and do that?
It might be
Oh.
bite that just flinches. Let me double check. Actually, now I think about it.
Yeah.
No, sorry. It just lowers defense die. I apologize. It just lowers defense die. Never mind. Let's roll for that.
It doesn't. Oh, okay.
It doesn't flinch.
I thought it flinched. Okay. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. We'll
Okay.
live with the choices we made.
We'll live with what we did.
Okay, so yeah, that will be
Double check.
yeah, rolling to see if it lowers the defense
I
die.
didn't fuck this up.
I thought
Yeah.
Crunch made it flinch, but
I also thought that was easy. No,
I could
no,
be
it just
tripping.
lowers it. It's just bite that flinches. Crunch just lowers defense die.
okay. So what do I roll for that?
We're actually not even gonna roll to see whether or not defense lowers because my defense is at its minimum. It is at a D4. It is at its
Okay.
lowest possible stage. It cannot
Gotcha.
get lower.
Okay,
Okay, but you do hit with the crunch. So how many wounds is that?
it's gonna be 3 wounds.
Oh, that's a major right off the bat. Okay, that puts me at
Yeah.
2 major and 2 minor. However, you are going to activate Slugma's hidden ability as you
With
hit
5
it with a
attack.
physical
Shit.
attack. As
Mhm.
the weak armor ability is going to activate, which raises its speed die size by 1 and lowers its defense die size. However,
So it gets lowered twice.
it's lowered twice.
So
is
it's,
what it
and
would
it's
be.
can't
even like it's
lower.
negative
it
speed
But it's
or
faster.
defense.
Negative defense. It is a nakey little.
Slugma just starts
guy.
vibrating in
Yeah,
place.
However, its speed die size is going to increase, which means I get to re-roll where it is in the turn order, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Slugma just gets
I
thinner
forgot
and
to roll.
wider, making it easier to hit.
Slugma hasn't moved above Bowie in the turn order, which means it's going to get to finish.
I mean,
its
it
turn.
wasn't like it was neck and neck to begin with,
No,
right?
but
It was
that
just-
means it's going to get 2 turns in a row, my friend. because it's gonna get the
Does
end
it?
of this round and the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
of
you're
the
right, you're
next
right, you're
round.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So as we get to the top
Already
of
asleep.
Slugma's turn, as you bite in, Bowie's going to thunk onto the ground, fully asleep, conked out. Next to a flaming slug. Let's see here. As Bowie's on the ground there, Slugma is just gonna look down and go slow, and exhale in front of it as a purple mist starts to appear out of the front of.
Yo, this is my official campaign to stop poisoning Bowie.
as I use
Find
smog.
something more creative. Find something more creative.
Let's see here. So, with that, that is going to be a special attack against your. Let's see. This is actually a special move because it's not a status move. It actually hits and then.
Okay,
may
so I
poison.
use special
That
defense.
trench
Yeah,
looks
you
really
use special
inviting now.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been the same.
Let's see. Yeah, because there's no smoke screen in that. So
I
it would've been the
exploded.
exact same. Let's see here. You exploded. Okay, so you might have
Yeah.
avoided getting smogged.
Okay,
did you
do I
get?
go first or you?
Yeah.
I got a 10.
Okay, I got a 7. So you avoid getting smogged as it just kind of.
Bowie just breathes it in because now he has the black lung from that last fight
Yeah,
with
from
poison
the
stuff.
last
He's
one.
fine.
Bowie
He's just
keeps
like,
getting poisoned, man. This is unfortunate for Bowie. As Slugma like looks down at it, confused, it's just kind of like slow.
good job, buddy.
Honestly, for Slugma's next turn, it's gonna try again because it's just confused as to why it didn't take. It's gonna slow release another.
Bowie kind of just rolls over a little bit and
Yeah.
just like, Toda.
All right. What did you get for the special defense?
Not as high for this one. It's a 5.
Bowie's gonna go ahead and take 2 minor wounds from the poison type damage, and now we roll once again to see whether or not he gets poisoned.
Okay.
No! You
I
see,
didn't roll very good.
Now this is
Coryne,
this
like,
is
leans
HP, right?
down.
Yeah, this is HP die. What's Coryne leaning down to do?
Coryne like leans down and like looks at Myrtle and is like, "Is Bowie freaking sleeping right now?" And and we just start being like, "Bowie!"
You rolled a 5,
is-
Matt?
Yeah, it's a
Difficult.
D6. It's the same thing.
I
What
rolled
do you
a
want?
6.
You want me to roll higher? Give me a different die.
That's fair. I rolled a 6, so Bowie will be poisoned. Bowie does
Yeah,
get
by 1. Wow, really?
Um,
Fantastic.
But going into it, it is now going to be Bowie's turn. Still in the same round. Let's see here. Bowie is going to go ahead and once again roll to resist the sleep. So we're going to go ahead and see if you can get out of it.
So HP.
HP once again.
Okay. Oh gosh, that. That's a 5.
That's a 5. Okay, with that, Bowie will awaken. I rolled a 1 plus 3, which is 4. So Bowie gets hit by this smog, becomes poisoned, and immediately wakes up as a Totodile. What's he acting like as he wakes up?
Yeah, I think he's gonna wake up and be like, Toda. Now he's poisoned because he didn't expect that to happen.
Oh no!
He kind of was like, not again. And he's going
Go to bed
to
sober and wake up drunk.
That's what happened to him.
Yeah, he's going to wake up and just go straight into a water gun out of frustration.
Okay.
And he's just gonna point blank water gun the Slugma. See if that-
Hundo cent doable. Hundo cent.
Like, bro, you're breathing in my mouth. Stop it.
Ew!
So that's
Bro, you got
a
bad breath. Get out of here. You got stanky mouth.
D8, and then my other one. Okay.
A lot of gross stuff happening in this episode.
Honestly, it's a mood though. All right, what you got,
It's
Matt?
on brand for
Let's
brand.
see. So I got a 16.
16.
Friend.
So we just made the rule 10 or above, so you crit with your water gun.
So that's 5 and a major.
shit.
Seth thinks that Bowie just used hydro pump unwarranted.
Because it's water
That
gun,
didn't.
but he feels
Yeah.
like it's hydro pump.
Yeah, it feels like it's hydro pump. Yeah,
give it
so Bowie's going to, as he's like yawning, he's kind of wiping the sleep from his eye, and then just kind of does like a big yawn, but it's just his stomach's still getting bigger, and then it's just a big water gun right in the face. He's actually going to use that to move backwards.
He's gonna push
towards
himself
the
back.
moat.
Yeah.
You might not
As
need
the-
to.
No, because that is it.
think
That's
that's
the end of
KO.
it. With an extra major wound, that's gonna just out Slugma.
Yeah.
Slugma-
That's 8 minor wounds, and you already did 5. That's a total of 13.
Then I'll catch him.
yeah.
Just put him
And you
back.
catch Bowie, And you just put him up on the shoulder.
You good, buddy? I didn't tell you to do that. Okay, I mean that makes sense. You do kind of smell. It's okay. All right, understood.
Immediately just coughs a loogie of purple bile and goes,
Totodile. All right, I'll grab a little napkin.
Did you see that?
Well,
Blew up. I threw up. And Bren goes,
handshake later.
yeah, handshake later. Good. You're learning.
Tag out for Coryne.
All right. And Bran recalls the thing and says, all right, we got one more, then I can take the rest of today off. Hey,
It's 11 o'clock.
yeah, that's 2 hours of work. That's enough.
Fair.
What's your name again?
Coryne.
You mind humbling a Pokemon that evolved recently and he's been a little bit of an asshole lately. You seem strong enough with your friends. You mind humbling him for me?
I turn and I look at Myrtle. Girl, you ready?
Squirtle.
Let's go. And I go ahead and I walk out with Myrtle.
Myrtle's just kind of strutting as she's coming up to the line. At this point, I'm pretty sure Myrtle is undefeated currently. Most of your Pokemon are. You are unbeatable. But as you start walking
Roll
up,
credits, guys.
We did it. With that, you go up and Myrtle immediately just starts strutting out into the middle of the field. Squirtle. And it's like walking out to her own theme music.
The Perry the Platypus theme music.
I don't know, man.
Squirtle.
She's wearing a fedora.
Brandon's going to take out his third and final Pokeball for the day and going to toss it up in the air, release, and another third familiar shape, but this is actually a Pokemon that you've interacted with before, as 4 hooves hit the ground as the Rapidash that you rode yesterday
Oh,
appears.
shit.
Come on,
my
hot stuff.
God.
That
You're
we
gonna fight a
rode
Chad.
yesterday?
Yeah, that one
You're gonna fight a Chad right now.
is the Giga Chad of Rapidashes. What, you don't want to humble him?
Oh. No, I mean.
Sweep it, Myrtle.
Okay, let's go.
Ready to go.
Bring out the spout.
Bring out the spout. Vermilion giggles from behind the phone that they're holding up to like record this whole thing. With that, he goes, all right, Newman, count us off.
I go up to the middle of the thing, point with my hands. 3,
Gibble.
2,
3, and you,
1, fight!
you go fight, and you still hear Gibble counting off with. And as you yell fight, both of them are gonna roll their speed die. I get to roll a d10 for this.
Holy, well, it's a good thing I exploded.
Well, it's called a Rapidash, not a slow trot.
dash. Let's see here. That is going to actually I rolled very poorly for a Rapidash. That was not a good roll. Also, I don't know if you caught it because I said it earlier. The nickname for this Rapidash is Hot Stuff.
That's
Not a name.
Isn't
all
it?
right, Myrtle. We need to humble.
It's
We need to humble right now.
What did Myrtle
Out
roll?
the gate, spout it out.
6 and a 4 is 10. 2 plus 12.
Myrtle fucking rolled so high. Myrtle's outspeeding a Rapidash right now.
Rapid spin.
Yeah. As you get going, Myrtle's like ready to go. She's like, squirt. What are you yelling to Myrtle to do?
How far is the Rapidash?
30 feet.
Slides
Standard
on a
distance,
shell
30
like a
feet.
penguin.
Brilliant. I look at her and I say, "All right, Myrtle, cool him off," and we are gonna open it up with a water spout.
You're gonna open with the, God, I hope you hit.
Bring out the
This
spout.
is me, Aaron, saying, God, I hope you hit.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine one shot? Done, nothing else.
Oh, this is a.
With the amount of friendship on this Pokemon and 4 major wounds to get through, there's no way you can one-shot this.
That's what you think.
I that's what I know,
Okay.
Matthew. I made the game. I don't know if you know this.
That's what you think, people at home.
I designed
is
the
what
game.
I mean to
I
say.
literally make the rules. What is Myrtle's roll?
9.
Beat me by 1. I got an 8.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Aaron, didn't you also say too? We can cut this part, but didn't you say like this Pokemon's gonna always be able to outspeed you?
Shut up.
Humbled.
Shut up.
Chill out.
Cut you a
cool
piece of that
off.
To be
humble
fair, I
pie.
said that back when this thing had a D20 speed. To be fair. To be fair. Okay.
That's fair. That's
What does that look like as Myrtle out the gate water spouts?
fair. She like 3-point staples herself and puts her one hand up like this. And she just lets
Water
it
shuriken, go.
rip straight out of her mouth.
Okay.
And she does scoot back like a square doing it, but she holds her ground this time.
A fucking fire hydrant of a Pokemon, and the water impacts, like, the Rapidash was like doing that like tortoise in the hairstyle where it was like, I don't need to worry about being fast, and it like kind of like did the hoof thing, and then it turns and just poof, water hitting it full on in the face. The
Don't
move that
underestimate.
took out the second floor of a Pokemon Center, immediately hitting it. What is the wound damage on that?
Okay, so it's 7 minor wounds
Okay.
plus stab
Okay.
plus mystic water.
Okay, so 9, and then it's weak, so 10. So 3 major wounds and a minor
Oh my god.
to start with. haven't started on the stupid amount of friendship with this Pokemon, so you're fine.
This wasn't a gym.
Tortoise
a
and the
gym-
flare, more like it. That's
If this
gonna
wasn't a
be
gym battle, that would
die.
one shot. If this wasn't a gym battle.
You just murdered a Pokemon.
As
We
the
only
Rapidash-
use it for gym battles.
You've never seen a horse be taken off its feet before, but it rolls backward, and you see it get up and it looks over at you. Its mane is completely extinguished, and it all goes fire once again, and it goes and starts hitting the
Not
hoof
humbled.
on the ground.
Not humbled.
Not
It's
humbled.
not humbled.
Not home.
Brand.
And Bran goes, I'm out of this. I'm out of this. And Rapidash is going to turn and look at Myrtle, and you see Myrtle just have a little bit of the fear of God put into her.
Her eyes get really big, and the mystic water she's holding just gets a little closer to her chest.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with a move that is probably not gonna be the most effective in terms of damage, but it's gonna help us do something cool. So, as it like reignites, its mane ignites all the way down the back of it as it cloaks itself in fire using a move that you saw it use yesterday. As it flame charges down the center of the field, leaving tiny fiery hoof prints behind it. That's gonna raise its
Watch
speed
out.
die size by 1, so it's actually gonna be a D12 instead of a D10, which lets me re-roll the speed die size. That is going to succeed. That is going to do better than Myrtle. That's going to be a 10 plus 3. That's going to be 13. So with
And
that,
it's currently just rocking 1 minor wound left because of the friendship.
2 minor wounds. It hasn't
2
started
minor
using
wounds left?
friendship
Okay.
yet. It hasn't started using friendship yet. Because remember, it's got 4 major because it's
I
a
have-
boss
can-
Pokemon.
Oh, you're right.
Can I ask a question about speed?
Absolutely.
If the speed die gets knocked back down, does it take its original place in the turn order?
No, you re-roll every time.
Reroll every time.
Every time it changes, you re-roll. Because that's the variable. So Rapidash is
it.
going to get this end of turn hit, and then it's going to get its turn at the beginning of the next turn. So with that, it's going to come at Myrtle, and now we have to see whether or not I actually hit Myrtle. I'm going to roll the attack die for this. That is going
this-
to be... this is physical defense for Myrtle. Myrtle's great at this.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Well, not so much anymore.
Okay, that's a 10 from me.
Ooh, 8.
That's 8 from you. Okay, so as it the little horn on its head with fire, as it's going to slam into Myrtle, it is going to be reduced because Myrtle is resistant to fire type attacks. So that means it's
Yep.
only going to deal 2 minor wounds to Myrtle. However, I was mostly getting that for the speed boost. As
Take your turn again.
so I can take a turn again. So then we go to end of turn. At the beginning of turn, anything that trainer wants to do or priority moves, anything that you have for Myrtle? Myrtle doesn't have any moves clicked priority, right?
Priority moves.
Okay.
Yeah, nope. I don't think so.
Going through the priority phase, we're going to get to Rapidash's Hot Stuff's turn at the beginning. And that's going to go ahead. It's going to Fury attack. So it's going to do 1d4 plus 1 attacks. That's going to be 4 attacks at Myrtle. So I'm going to have you roll
Are we
4
rolling-
defense rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I explode.
No,
Okay.
don't.
18. That's a 21 on the first one.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah.
Do I
It's-
crit is the question.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You do.
you're sure you already rolled the first one?
Yeah, it was 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So that means the first one is going to be a minor and a major. It's going to hit Myrtle for. The second one,
Oh, she's
I rolled the minimum I could possibly roll. I rolled a 4.
Okay, second one. Okay, I rolled a 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so the second one doesn't hit. I rolled a 10.
Ooh. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so the third one doesn't hit. So I have 1 crit and 2 misses, and then the last one.
God.
Okay, I rolled a 7.
I rolled a 9.
For the last 3 don't hit. So it's running up, and the first one's gonna hit, and it's gonna jab Myrtle hard into the shell. How is Myrtle avoiding the other 3?
She goes into her shell.
She just fully withdraws in.
Yeah,
and it's just like
goes
a
all the way
horn
in.
slamming over and over again to the top of Myrtle's shell. That's gonna be so total over that round. You took 1 major and 1 minor from that first one that hit.
Yeah, so Myrtle in total has 2 major wounds right now.
Okay. With that, it's gonna be Myrtle's turn. Coryne, don't be the only one to lose your gym battle.
Come
Don't
on,
do
you
it.
gotta hit just like one big hit.
No.
One more big hit.
I'm gonna. Are there any trees or anything?
On the field, no. At the moment, it is a field with a moat in the middle of it. Remember? That's it. That's a sandy field.
I'm gonna look at Myrtle and I'd be like, "Hey, girlfriend, you're doing great. Make a dive for the water and pew pew while you're at it." And she's gonna kind of pull a bugle, and as she's huffing it across the field, she's gonna jump up and like as she's back diving into the water, she's gonna water
go
gun.
for that water gun. All right, go ahead and roll special
Like a
attack.
John
roll
Woo
special
movie.
defense.
You see some Pidgeys fly in the
Dude.
background.
What a good cut. That's a good cut, Matt.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ooh, I exploded my special defense die. What's your roll?
9.
I rolled 14. So she goes for the water gun and lands in the water, missing the water gun, but successfully gets to the safety of the water. As Myrtle's in the water, is she doing anything else at that point in time?
I just tell her to dive.
Okay, she dives into the water, going all the way down to the bottom of the moat, and you can see her kind of like all 4 arms out on the edges, looking up out of the water. It's a couple feet above her head. At that point in time, I think what's going to happen is the Rapidash is going to walk up to the edge of the moat and just start the hoof on just like the edge, just sitting there waiting. It's going to go ahead and take the dodge command, but it's just waiting there. Myrtle's got to come out eventually.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Okay, it's gonna be Myrtle's turn.
You've got ranged attack.
You do. Rapidash does not.
And
I mean, it kind of does, but it really
Yeah.
doesn't.
Okay, hang on, wait. I gotta think that a thing, and no, I don't want to do that. Okay.
Well, I mean, dodge only adds a D4, so
Dodge is one of the ones that changed. Are you looking at the second version of the rules? Because Dodge is one of the ones that
Maybe?
got changed. It does the
I don't
title
have
say
the
unbeatable?
document. I don't think.
Oh, okay. Dodge is essentially a reroll of your defensive
Advantage.
rolls.
Oh, nice.
Basically, yeah, the D&D equivalent of advantage, which is not
Okay.
actually something that really exists in this game a ton. So it's interesting to have a
Yeah.
mechanic that uses it.
I am gonna have. You said Rapidash is right on the edge.
Yeah, right on the edge of the thing, sitting there looking down in the water at Myrtle, like stomping its hoof, getting ready to go.
I'm gonna gamble and do something a little whack. I feel like I don't even know if Myrtle can hear me, but I just shout to her. I just go, "He's right there! He's right there on the edge!" And as she's turning and looking, she's probably like, "Yeah, no shit."
Yeah, they're staring at each other right now. It's full eye contact.
And so what she's gonna do is she's gonna put her feet on the bottom and she's gonna push off the bottom really hard and she's gonna go bite Hot Stuff's legs.
Go up to for a bite? Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay.
It's gonna be physical defense. Okay, is it better than my
I
special?
explode on a
defense?
D6.
Oh, you explode? Oh,
Okay.
dude, you're almost definitely gonna beat me.
6, 11, 12, 13.
13? Yeah, you beat me. I have an 8.
13.
You beat me by 5.
Okay. So that is 2 minor wounds, and then this might flinch.
Okay, first of all, 2 minor wounds. I'm gonna use one of the allotted friendship for this thing to keep it at 1 minor.
Oh, come on.
One of the allotted friendship. I have a certain amount of allotted friendship that I'm willing to use for this fight. But it might flinch, and that's an important bit. So let me roll my HP die. You roll your special attack die.
Okay. Oh, wait, special. I got a 7.
I got an 8. 5 plus 3.
No!
That's going to be 8. So it's not
Dang
going to
it!
flinch. You are also going to activate Rapidash's ability. So as
Dang
you bite into the leg, its body's going to flare up ever so slightly. We got to roll to see whether or not Myrtle is burnt by making contact with this Pokemon from its flame body ability. Let's see here. So it's going to be... Oh, this actually might be my lowest die that I have to roll, though. Oh, fuck. And I rolled the minimum amount. So what did Myrtle get?
This is special defense?
Special defense. Oh, no. So this is HP. Sorry. This is a status condition. It's HP.
Oh, okay. This is 5, 6, 7.
I rolled a 4 because 1 plus 3. She's not burnt from this attack.
Thank God.
But as you get up and bite into it, what does that look like as Myrtle gets up in there?
I feel like Myrtle like pushes off from the bottom, bites the leg, feels the flames like on her face, and is like, and lets go, and like goes back into the water.
You hear from the other two of you standing there, hear Vermilion go, sweep the leg, as Vermilion's there. Okay, yeah, Myrtle goes back
That
underwater.
was the bad guy in the movie.
Hey, that was the true hero, all right? Ralph Macchio was the worst character in that movie. Anyway, as Myrtle finishes that turn, I think Rapidash is almost out of options, and at this point it's a pride thing where they'd rather take you down and then faint versus not doing it. So Rapidash stands at 5'7", so would actually still be standing in water whenever they did it, because we agreed it was 1 square deep, right? It's 5 feet deep.
It's 5 feet deep.
Yeah, so Rapidash is going to get in the water. Its body starts to like steam, and you see the horn is going to go bright purple, and it's going to go down and just start blindly stabbing. I'm going to give light obscurement to Myrtle for being underwater.
Thank you. That's literally what I was
What you're about to ask. I'm not going to give heavy obscurement, but I'm going to give light obscurement.
Okay.
But this is a physical attack, so I'm rolling a D12 plus 3 minus 1. So it's really just a plus 2.
D12.
Okay. Yep. And then what is your roll?
Nothing. I got it. 5, 6, 7.
7?
Wait, what does light obscurement do?
I have to take a minus 1. So I took a minus 1 to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
7.
7. I'm gonna hit. So,
No!
as Myrtle is there, at this point, Rapidash's purple horn is going to make contact, and you hear a squirtle from like echo from underwater as it takes a major wound and may be poisoned. You can use some friendship to negate some of this. Rapidash is on its last legs. You're very close to winning this. Are you gonna use any friendship?
You guys got this.
Yeah, you hear Seth from the background.
So, for friendship, it's each point of friendship negates 1 minor wound.
1 minor wound, each one that you use. And you have to use at least as much to keep you at 1 minor wound left.
So, if I use 1 right now.
It'll keep you at 1 minor wound left.
You also want to take into consideration the poison that could happen.
If you get poisoned, yeah, because we're not
If
going to
you
roll for
get
poison
poisoned,
until
so-
after you decide how much friendship you're going to use.
I'm gonna use 2.
Okay, use 2 friendship. You'll stay at 2 minor wounds up. Let's roll to see if this happens. This is once again my lowest die size, so it's going to be your HP versus my special attack. Okay. This is stressful, guys. This is down to the wire. Okay.
I'm freaking out. I
What'd you
rolled
get?
a 7 again.
That's a 3 plus 3. That is a 6. We're not going to be poisoned. So, as Myrtle is there, what do you say to Myrtle to use that friendship in that moment?
I'm so stressed out.
What are you saying to Myrtle?
No, that's what she says.
I'm so stressed.
I just said I'm so stressed out. No. Myrtle's like under the water, and can trainers move? Trainers can move in a battle.
Yeah, you can move around the side of the field a little bit if you want. I'll all out. Fuck it. Why
Brilliant.
not? The rules are
move-
always loose at this gym. It's not
I
even.
mean,
I
the
move-
trainer does it in Smash Bros, so
Yeah,
I imagine
fuck it,
you'll
why
just
not?
stay still.
Yeah.
I move as close as I possibly can to where she's at in the water.
Stick your head
Yeah,
in
you
the
I
can
get
stay
down
outside
on
the
my
boundary of
hands
the field,
and
but yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like
yeah.
outside of it. Yeah.
I like get down and I'm like, you could do this, Myrtle, I promise. And whenever we get home, we'll take a really long hot bath with bubbles.
Squirt. Underneath the water. Okay, that is gonna be Hot Stuff's turn. It's gonna go to Myrtle's turn.
Okay.
You're so close. You're so close.
I
You're
know.
so close.
Just shoot him with a gun or something.
Just pull a
With the-
gat out of the
Just
out of
a
the
whole
shell.
9. No.
Yeah. Myrtle with a blammy. I need
I'm gonna-
fan art of that.
I'm gonna have her go for a water gun. She's gonna try it.
All right,
Let's
I gotta roll
go.
special defense. You gotta roll special attack. I rolled very high. I did not explode, but I rolled very high.
Oh my gosh.
Mm,
Explode. Kenna, this is the moment where you need to explode. I know you always do it. This is
No,
the
I
time.
Kenna, what did you
I
roll?
didn't this time. 9.
9?
I was one away
I have
from
7 plus
exploding.
3. I have a 10. So with that, the water gun poof, off to the side of Rapidash's face. It does not make contact. Rapidash gets
Make
a
some
whole nother
space.
turn. Make
Move.
some space. You can
I. There's nowhere for her to go.
The
that
moat
Rapidash
is
will
40
catch
feet
her.
long. The moat, I mean, Rapidash doesn't have a swim speed. It's moving through water right now.
Yeah, which means it's moving at
Brilliant.
half
She
speed.
moves 30 feet to the other end.
Okay, 30 feet to the other end. You do that.
This is.
Yeah,
Go
it's a
on.
straight line. You go. Poof, you see Myrtle start just take off as you like as people are yelling like make some space. Myrtle takes off down to the other end of the moat. Closer to Bran, and Bran is like right there watching, and you can see him like curiously looking down, like arms crossed down into the moat to see what happens next. And as Myrtle takes off, I believe this is gonna be the end of Myrtle's turn, unless you want to use a move of some kind. Or no, you already used your move. You used your water gun. I apologize.
That was
Yeah.
it.
Use the second move.
it's gonna
Second
go
move.
to
Go ahead.
Rapidash's
Use
turn.
it.
Bite.
Bonus
You
action.
said real quick, you said you moved 30 feet. That's very important because Rapidash's speed is 11 squares or 55 feet, meaning halved.
25.
It can only move 5 squares through water, so it cannot get to the range that it needs to be able to hit Myrtle. As Rapidash gets to the very edge, is unable to use a move and uses its command to take the sprint command and get right up in Myrtle's face again. It is not able to use a move at this point in time.
When you can just kite that thing
Bite
down
him!
the trench.
Bite him! Bite him! Oh, you're just screaming that? Okay, go ahead and make a physical attack.
Okay. Come on.
This is stressful.
I explode on a d6.
Okay. You almost definitely got
Okay.
this. Come on.
Let's go.
I'm rooting for you.
13.
13? 9.
13.
9. What does it look like if she gets the bite in?
I feel like you said that like hot stuff gets right up in her face.
Right up in her
and so
face.
she literally just goes like right on.
You didn't even
his
use the
face.
Pokemon move. Just bit it.
Just bit him.
just
bit him.
Hit him right on the face, like as hard as she can because she's so freaked out.
As Myrtle like goes for the full bite, you see the Rapidash like rear up like rear up on its hind legs, flop backwards into the water, and then kind of float up to the top, and faint on the side of the river, on the side of the moat, as Myrtle comes out of this victorious.
I sprint to Myrtle and I lift her up and I'm like, "You're the
Squirtle.
and I'm like cradling her and holding her. Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
as you're
Oh
like
my
cradling her,
God.
she's fucking crying. She's like
Yeah.
beating and
I know, that was really scary. I know.
And Bran returns hot stuff and goes, "You did me a favor there. It's gonna wake up and it's gonna remember that I lost to that guy or girl, that little one. Oh, good job.
Thanks.
Now, who wants a beer?
We can't.
Oh,
Can we?
I don't know.
Why
I don't
not?
pay attention. I don't know.
You don't
You're
pay
right.
attention.
I'm
I'll
good.
take one.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Let's get back to the shack. And get you guys some badges.
Yes.
We're all adults and they're
I start
non-alcoholic.
high-fiving everybody.
And they're non-alcoholic. As you guys high five, Vermilion's like, "Hey, good job, to all of you guys, good job!" And they start giving
Good
you guys
job
like little high
yourself.
fives.
You did it
We all do
too.
that thing where we're just in a circle.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Vermilion like puts an arm under like 2 of your arms and just starts like, "Yeah, we did it, we got it, we got our second badge. We fucking did it."
I forget, is Vermilion really short or really tall?
Vermilion's height
To
is
you,
an enigma,
very tall.
is an enigma because you wouldn't be able to tell given how fucking
they,
deep
like-
their heels are. You have
Yeah.
no idea. They
Okay.
stand with shoes on at about 6 foot.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna be like the arm in arm thing. They've got their legs dangling, but never mind.
No, Gavin would be the one with the legs dangling with all the giants. But yeah, as
5'10",
you guys are,
and
like,
he's the shortest one.
celebrating.
Bullshit.
Bran is gonna start like making sure that he's gathered all of the Pokemon. And he goes, "Oh fuck! I just had you faint my ride back." All right, Sally 7, come on up.
Oh, come on! It looks like we were all walking.
Yeah, I'll meet you guys there. He calls out Sally 7 the Charizard, and she swoop carries him back to the camp.
Jeez.
Ridiculous.
This is why you guys need mount-sized Pokemon, so that you
I'm
can
working
get
on it.
places.
I was gonna
Working
say,
on it.
working on it.
Okay, so an hour later, you guys walking up the sandy path will eventually get back to Bran's little shack, where he has set out, surprisingly, a whole little lunch for you guys. He's pulled out a little grill that he's put on top of the fire, pulled out some hot dogs, gotten those ready to go. I
Where
didn't
were
know if
those?
any of you guys didn't eat meat, so I got some veggie dogs. One of you guys is gonna have to eat these.
Sure, I'll eat them.
Okay, well, you can have those ones. Everybody else, you get the good stuff. And he's gonna pull out some buns
You
and get him
would.
going. He's a monster who only eats mayonnaise on his hot dogs. No ketchup, no mustard. He starts eating.
Interesting choice.
So I assume you want your badges.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes,
Okay.
and whatever for the coaster too.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Oh
Give me a second.
yeah.
And he's gonna go into his like what's it called? Into his shack, and he's gonna start rummaging around, and you hear him like trip over something, and you hear like a box like he's like fuck, and he starts like going through a bunch of things. And as he's kind of walking around, he goes, "All right. What do we say? You want the extra reward first, or you want the badges first?"
Dealer's choice.
All right, everybody hold out a hand. As a representative of the Pokemon League, I hereby present you with the Volcano Badge. And he kind of like pops into each of your hand this small pink and red little flame-shaped badge with a tiny pink rhinestone in the center of it. That is about the same size as the one you received back in Viridian City. Giving you guys your second badge, which means as trainers, now that you have 2 badges, your training limit has been up to 2, which is pretty great. You guys are now going to be adding 2 to all of your rolls. I think that's all the benefits you get from having a badge, but that's pretty dope. So you'll be able to, now that your training limit's up, you can train more Pokemon and travel with more Pokemon more easily.
Well, we can battle with more Pokemon, right?
Yeah, you can. That'll let you take part in double battles and such. Is that something that if that's something you're interested in? I mean, they got that whole tournament going on next month in the Seafoam.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole double battle thing. Yeah.
The whole thing's double battles?
Oh yeah, did you not know that? Oh, I don't know if that's public information. Well, fuck it. Yeah, that whole tournament's gonna be double battles.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there to referee some of them because they want strong trainers there to make sure nothing goes crazy.
That
Right.
is fair. Do you know when
Well,
you're
then they
planning to
definitely should
leave
help you.
for it?
Fucking day before.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not going over. I fucking hate the city. It's not good.
I could tell. That makes
We could
sense.
tell.
That's fair.
Anyway, there's 4 of you. So here's something very rare, only given to certain trainers, but you guys did the coaster challenge, so I'll give you the extra thing. You see he's going to pull out a small, like very finely carved wooden box that looks like it's meant to like almost like a very expensive cigar box almost. And he pops open the top and you hear like a wrinkling of like cellophane. And he pulls out 4 little purple spheres wrapped in cellophane. Here's a rare candy for each of you. And he kind of bonks it into each of your hands. Just so you're aware, a rare candy is enough to bump a Pokemon up to whatever the next rank it needs is. It's a one-time use item that each of you are getting 1 of. So take that as you
That's
will.
crazy.
Each of
That's
you will be able to
crazy.
bump 1 of your Pokemon up 1
That's
entire rank.
Crazy.
This is rare candies are significantly more powerful in this game than in the video game because instead of doing 1 level, they're doing 1 rank. Which is
They're
equivalent to
essentially doing 10 levels. Yeah.
Yeah. So You're probably, I'm gonna tell you as the professor, you're probably not getting another one of these for a very long time. Be very wise about how you use them.
And Boo's already ate it.
Yeah, Booty already fucking, he already had almost all the experience he needed in order to get it. I hope that's enough for as a reward. Now,
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
That's not where the gifts are gonna end. You kids did me a solid by letting me know about the Pokemon underground, and I appreciate that. So, I actually sent off for a courier this morning in the wee hours when y'all were still asleep, and the Ditto have already made their way to the Cornucopia daycare, where they will be
That is good.
being cared for. You, of course, will have first claim once they have been completely rehabbed. And one of you has an unfiled claim.
Claim? What do you?
Yeah, I didn't get any
we
more
have-
information, but there's a rocket Pokemon that got taken into custody a few weeks ago.
Oh, Coryne. Remember the Detective Pikachu?
No.
Well, there's an unfiled
Really?
claim. It's nowhere near being done rehabbed, but you should put your name in for that, if that's you.
Okay.
It's still going intensive recare in Terrific Valley right now, so whenever it's done.
I kind of side eye Myrtle, and I'm like,
Oh no, this isn't battle care. That thing's fucked up after dealing with rockets for however long. I gotta make sure it's safe for a trainer to carry around. But
well,
because
we
I
did
sent
that
for a
thing.
courier, I had them pick some special stuff up from the mainland. And this is also for each of you. And he's going to pull out.
This is where the hot dogs.
No, that's not the hot dogs. The hot dogs aren't the reward. The hot
No,
dogs.
the hot dogs have been here,
He's just
sadly.
hungry. Yeah, these have probably been in an ice chest for like 2 weeks, just kind of sitting there. But he's going to pull out a Pokeball for each of you, but it's not a red and white Pokeball. It is a black Pokeball with gold and red bands, as he hands each of you a luxury ball. This is a Pokeball that will increase a
Yo.
Pokemon's friendship.
Hey,
So,
yo.
Each of you will receive one luxury ball for him as well, as you've completed all but one of the side quests that Aaron had prepared for you on this island. You've completed every other side quest. You didn't go defeat
What's
the
the one we
Magmortar,
didn't
so you guys don't get that side quest.
We could do that while we're training.
Speaking of final side quests, though, Vermilion goes, "Oh, I didn't even think about it because I was waiting for you guys to get back. Did you guys? You said you had a Magmarizer for me?
We not hand that over already? What's going on?
So
I thought we did.
technically,
We haven't had a scene for
We
it.
said we got it. We
yeah,
told
yeah,
them.
we haven't had a scene.
we
where you
said
handed
we
it over
got
yet.
it.
But you haven't handed it over
So
yet, so we're gonna
question.
do it. Yeah.
Well, Myrtle had it.
So yes, it would be currently in your bag, Coryne.
Great. Okay. I go ahead and I'm like, yeah. I forgot. Is it still hot?
It's warm to the touch, but it's no longer burning you. It was almost completely done burning moments after
Not
it
full
got
of
pulled
lava
away.
anymore.
Yeah.
Awesome. I feel like when I reach into my bag, you know how like when you feel something warm and you're not sure if it's hot, you kind of like
You touch it and you go, and you
And then I'm
realize
like-
you can make comfortable contact with it after a moment.
okay, and then I pull it out and I'm like, yeah, here we this is what we found.
Oh my god. You do not know how long I've been looking for one of these.
Surprise!
So the market price is just a few thousand poke, but if you actually want to find one of these, the only one I could find was like 60,000 poke, and I didn't want to spend like a quarter of my bank account getting one.
Beg your fucking pardon.
Sorry.
Roll that tape back.
Thank you guys so
A
much for
quarter?
this. I really appreciate
Yeah.
you guys getting me this Magmarizer. I've been looking for one like literally since he hatched.
Well, now you have it.
That'll be
So
10K.
Thank you so much.
No.
Here, Zippo, do you want to hold it? And Zippo goes, Magby, Gib. The Gib look, it's just like and takes it and just hugs the like microwave looking object, just like,
That's so cute.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. If anything comes up where you need something to like evolve your Pokemon, I'll keep an eye out for it because thank you. I really appreciate
Yeah,
think
we
I do,
appreciate
actually.
it.
it. Right now, cash it in right now.
Bowie said he needs like 10,000 poke to evolve.
Yeah, I don't know, that's crazy.
weird.
Oh.
No, I need.
Oh.
Well, I don't need it right now, but I'm gonna need a dragon scale.
Oh, okay. Well, those are. I mean, once we find, Corinne's gonna have a Dragonair maybe soon, so maybe we'll be able to just tug one off of that.
Wait,
What?
is Dragon Scale, right?
A dragon scale?
We'll see.
What Cedra needs.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Anyway.
I don't even know how that's gonna go. So
Yeah,
Did you
Dragon-
guys want to head to Seafoam anytime soon? I know we're resting up for the rest of today because, we're...
I kind of wanted to do some training here
Yeah.
if we could for a
Okay.
little bit. Beef up Richter and Sail, but
Long
I
time.
mean afterwards, yeah, we can definitely.
Okay, well, we've got, like a month till the
Go.
tournament, so we can probably set aside a couple weeks before we head over.
yeah, maybe we can fight that Magnorder.
And Bran goes, yeah, fucking go for it.
Oh come on, the four of us?
Maybe. I don't know. Don't fight in the
come on.
volcano. It does extra weird shit up there.
I feel like we could have
Thank
handled
you
it
for that heads up.
yesterday, but today, for some reason, I think we can't.
Yeah, it's because the stat changes. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what happened. Somebody rewrote the rules of the universe, which made it a lot less likely that you would win that fight. Oh. All right, well, if you're going to stay on the island, get the fuck out of my camp, though. You can go stay at the sandy lot down there. Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate you guys
It's a
doing all the work.
pleasure
No, you don't have to
battling
leave
you.
right now. You can finish lunch. But, like,
Oh, okay.
you've already been kind of in my space for a whole day, and this is my space. So if you guys want to keep your space, you can take the south side of the island to go train and stuff. Try not to blow up my island, though.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all are giving real shifty looks. Y'all are giving
Yeah.
real fucking shifty
No
looks.
promises, man.
What the fuck?
Blow this place
hang
about
on.
his
Okay.
fight.
And he goes, all right. Well, you can finish out the hot dogs. I'm going to take a fucking nap.
We're 2 for
Good
2 on
night.
blowing places up so far, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we are.
So to clarify to the audience, the players are going to be taking part in a mechanic in this game known as the Training Day mechanic, where they can take multiple days off to just automatically train their Pokemon, teaching them new moves, or they can up their EXP to get them higher up in their rank. And that is what they're going to be doing. So when we join you guys at the beginning of next episode, we're going to have a little bit more buff Pokemon, especially now that those rare candies are there, because those might be getting used. But with that, I don't think there's anything else we needed to do. So thank you guys for joining us. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching this episode of Unbeatable. If you'd like to support us, please subscribe. You can also head over to our Patreon, where you get access to bonus content, early episodes, and a rules breakdown to learn how the game works. Thank you for sticking around, and stay unbeatable.
I am unbeatable. I'll train until I meet my goal. If stakes are high, no, I won't fold because I am unbeatable. Earning every badge, whatever it takes. I'm gonna be the best trainer. You just wait, and I know the road ahead looks like it won't be easy. I am unbeatable. Standing by my side, got my friends with me to explore a whole world of possibilities. But no matter what the challenge is, we can overcome it together. Because we are unbeatable. We'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fold because we are unbeatable. We are unbeatable. We'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fold because we are unbeatable.